everyone, this is Sofie, and for this video I'm going to be talking about my experience in helping at the Cosmia Festival in Huddersfield on Saturday the 22nd of April. If you don't know, Cosmia is an annual event that celebrates and explores the sci-fi and fantasy genre, and it gives people the opportunity to view exhibitions, displays and attend author talks and Q&As as well. This year, Huddersfield Libraries were partnered with the festival, so myself and the other apprentices were very fortunate in being given the opportunity to help throughout the day, and I was really looking forward to it and I was very excited to get started. Before I talk about the day of Cosmia, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about what I did to prepare for the event. A few weeks prior, myself, Ellie and Stevie were approached and asked if any of us would like to interview one of the authors attending, and this was Cynthia Murphy. As Ellie volunteered, I was more than happy to support in the process. So to prepare, I read Cynthia's latest book release, The Midnight Game, and this follows 6 characters who find each other online and they decide to meet to play a dangerous game they found on the internet. We also had a meeting to discuss the types of questions to ask Cynthia, and we talked about her books we were reading, what they were about, our progress, and what our opinions were of the books as well. For the Cosmia event, we also had authors David Townsley, Ken McLeod, Adrian Tchaikovsky and Everina Maxwell attending, so I made sure to display their latest works on Dewsbury Library's new book display. However, one of David Townsley's books was actually requested as soon as we put it on the shelf, so I prepared to send it to the library that requested it. On the day of Cosmia, I travelled to Huddersfield University to help set up for the day. And when the festival started, one of my jobs in the morning involved looking after our guest author Cynthia Murphy along with Ellie and supporting her author talk. Between the two of us, Ellie was much braver than me and took the initiative in leading the talk, and whilst I was listening, it was really interesting to hear Cynthia's experiences in being a published author and what her creative process is when coming up with her stories as well.
The Midnight Game is classed as a pagan ritual. Remember, I'm only talking about Western traditions here. As much as I wish I was an expert on other cultures too, I can only comment on my own knowledge.
Before Ellie closed the author talk with the Q&A and book signing, Cynthia actually read a chapter of her new YA thriller The Midnight Game, and this gave those in the audience who hadn't read it yet a sneak peek into the story, and it also gave them an idea of what it is about. Overall, the author talk was a success, and I was very grateful to have been part of the planning with Ellie and to meet Cynthia. And before Cynthia actually had to leave, I was a bit cheeky and I did ask if she could sign mine and Ellie's books, but she was more than happy to do so, and now we both have signed copies. Once the talk had finished, I went and had a quick lunch break, and then I returned to help with the ticket desk to check those who hadn't arrived yet into the festival. In the afternoon, some of the library staff helping with the event attended Adrian Tchaikovsky's author talk, so me and Ellie took responsibility of the Kirklees Library stall. During this time, we were able to talk to attendees about our library service offers and some of the fantasy and sci-fi books we give people the opportunity to borrow as well. I also had time to look at some of the other partner stalls and the exhibitions too, so this included the Early Days of a Better Nation exhibition, and this showcased sci-fi inspired work from the architect students at Huddersfield University, and also a tour of the university's film studio, and this gave people the opportunity to see their high-tech facilities and the sci-fi projects the students are currently working on. As the event was coming to an end, we started packing up for the day and then decided to attend Ken McLeod's author talk, and he is a science fiction author of the best-selling books The Sky Road and The Fall Revolution Quartet. So in his talk, he discussed his latest release Beyond the Reach of the Earth, and also answered questions about his previous works and elements within the sci-fi genre like artificial intelligence and cyberpunk as well. And when he was talking about this, I found it really interesting because I've only learnt about these topics in passing. I know very little about them, so it was great to hear more about these in depth and how they apply to his work as well. Overall, I really enjoyed this year's Cosmia Festival and having the opportunity to help out with the library team, meet some of the authors, and also Dave, who organised the event. He honestly did a really amazing job, and I can't wait to see what he does for the next one, and I really hope that I can be a part of Cosmia 2024. I also just wanted to say a quick thank you to the librarian team for approaching me and letting me be part of this event. I really hope you enjoyed my first Apprentice vlog and that you look forward to seeing more of mine, Ellie's and Stevie's journey.